I'm about to fire up the whole control room area to show you how fast we're ready to rock and roll. Starting with our console. 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. Console's ready to rock and roll. I'm about to fire up our main digital recorder to show you how fast it's ready to operate. 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 10 seconds. I'm about to fire up our master digital recorder. 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. That's it. So you have literally 3 seconds for the console to fire up. You have 10 seconds for the main recorder to fire up, and you have about another 4 seconds for the master recorder. So let's call it 30 seconds. We're ready to rock and roll. So think about that as compared to firing up your computer, just waiting for all the software to load alone. And usually 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it takes, and then you've got to set everything up. And there you go. One of the things that Nick was asked was, how do you guys fix mistakes when you make them? Because what I like about the computer programs is that you can edit and fix things. And I was frankly astounded. I'm like, wow, these people that are asking this, some of them have been musicians as long as we have, many decades. And they've recorded both analog using tape and in later years even digital tape. And I was just astounded, saying that they forget about dubbing in on the fly, where you've made a mistake. Let's say you've made a mistake vocally, or your voice cracked, or you're playing a guitar solo and you're doing a harmony or something to your guitar solo, and you make a mistake, and at the end of it you realize, so you keep going, and maybe you didn't even realize you made the mistake until you play it back. And it's very easy to fix, and it takes literally in real time anywhere from 1 to 3 seconds. Or let's say you mess up 7 seconds of music, it takes 7 seconds to fix it, without a mouse, without drop down menus. So again, I was pretty astounded, and so we decided to make this short video to actually show you and remind everybody that not only are we a totally digital studio, and all the equipment is digital, it is high tech, and it records to digital, archives to digital, masters to digital, and gets processed digitally, but we're recording analog. This specialized equipment, like our console, has analog inputs that don't change the sound. It's not instantly converting it to ones and zeros, and it's not changing the actual sound. We're processing the sound with some dynamics and some EQ. And rather than using a million apps and plugins that people are constantly downloading, so what happens is you have a computer studio that does not have a consistent sound. All the great studios going back 50 years, and there's still a lot of them around today, were known for having a specific great sound. A sound where Aerosmith might want to record 3 of their albums in the studio because they all sounded great. And then maybe 10 years later, they were doing something different and they switched to a different studio. But studios were all known for their sound. And with computer recording, people are constantly playing with apps and plugins, and they're constantly changing their original intent. So they'll write a song, they'll record a song, and then they edit it till you can't even tell what it is anymore. It's not what was originally recorded. But the question asked recently by a musician who we know and respect, and who's Nick has been performed with in years past, for many years, and even recorded with. And when he asked Nick, how do you guys fix a mistake? That's why he's switching from his very nice analog studio, classic studio that has a sound like no tomorrow, in my opinion, and it's better than the majority of digital, which is why we record analog to digital, because we're not converting it to the point where you don't know that it's analog anymore. Still sounds live, still sounds real. But when he asked, how do you fix it? That's why I'm changing over to Logic, computer program. And I was astounded, because we're going to now demonstrate that. And what's going to happen is we're going to come up with a piece of music, and I'm going to throw together a quick guitar piece. And I'm going to record a rhythm track, maybe 10 or 15 seconds, just a few measures. And then I'm going to record a harmonizing solo that goes with it. And at some point, I'm going to purposely make a mistake, and then Nick is going to dub me in on the fly, live, real time, and show how fast it is to fix it. So it takes him 2 seconds, because we're digital, to go back to the spot we got to be. And then I'm ready to come in. I know where to come in, because I know what I'm doing as he does. And then he's going to hit record right at the spot. And we're going to fix it. And there's no mouse. Look, Ma, no mouse. We didn't have drop-down menus. We didn't spend 5 or 10 minutes setting up to do it. So that's what you're going to see. We're going to answer everyone's questions. And time is everything in a studio. And so we don't waste any time, of our time, of your time. And because we know what we're doing, it's easy for us, but that's why clients would get great work done here. So that's what you'll be seeing next. I'm about to lay down a rhythm track, just a song idea, something that floats around in the back of my head. So here we go. We're going to record this. And you are going to record, right?
I am.
Okay, so he's going to record it. Nick's going to record me. When I see the record is going, I'm just going to start playing. That's it. What we're going to be doing now is Nick is going to record me, set me up in a second track. I'm going to throw a very quick, simple first guitar harmony, or first guitar solo to that. So that's what you're going to be hearing. Make up something. That's it. Nick's going to be recording me playing a second harmonizing solo. And I'm not going to play to my whole first short solo. What I'm going to do is at the very beginning, I'm going to try to follow my first solo. And I'm going to purposely bend a note wrong so it's an obvious mistake. And then we're going to show you how we fix it almost immediately. So that's what we're going to hear next. You could see I obviously overbent that string. As a professional guitar player, I would never definitely do that. But this is just to make a point. You can fix a mistake really quick. So now we're just going to replay that part back, and I'm going to just fix the mistake by bending the note right. So here we go. Matt was playing it from the beginning of the song just to show you. But if it was a long solo and it was like going for 30 seconds, he would just take me just before the part where I made the mistake, whether it was one note, a bend, 3 notes, fix it. It just takes a second. That's how we're done. Right in real time. We just back it up, record. Look, Ma, no mouse, no software, no setting up to fix it, no editing. Done.
So we're going to do a quick vocal track, and I'm going to make a mistake on the harmony. We're going to do the harmony too, and then we'll fix it real quick. Take it away. You are the one for me. I'll leave it to that, but I'm going to make a mistake at the end of the harmony, which is very obvious because I really want to do it like that. And then we'll fix it. Take it away. You are the one for me. Now the fix. I'm not going to do the good harmony. I'm just going to fix the bad harmony. You are the one for me. Now we're going to turn on our 3 computers. I have a Mac here, we have a Dell over there, and another computer over here, just to see how long it takes us just to turn on the computers, never mind loading up software or compared to our 30 seconds it took us. So I just turned the Mac on. Here goes one computer. The whole point is that it takes at least 3 or 4 times longer just to turn them on. Never mind getting up to the software that we need compared to what the board is, because 30 seconds for the whole console, the recording units, everything.
And the console would have been up and running about 30 seconds ago, by the way.
Right. Yep.
So here you go.
And then once we get these are turned on, you still have to put in your password and then wait
Right.
for it to load.
So what happens is this one will not let me put the password in yet till it loads the software that's in there.
Right.
And any programs they have, like malware bytes, that's got to load.
Yep. Yeah.
What was the time on that?
A minute and 22 seconds.
Okay, so this is a minute and 22 seconds, but you can see the sign-in screen is not there yet.
Right. The Mac finally turned
Now
on.
just showed up. Okay. So what's the time on your camera?
1:37.
Okay. So already it's we're going to be a couple of minutes or a full minute and 40 seconds longer than it took us to fire the whole console up.
Yep.
So now I'm going to try to get into this computer here. Oh, not yet. Clicking the mouse.
Up to 2 minutes almost. Yep.
Okay, there it is. So now I'm going to type in my password. And here we go. It's telling me the pin's incorrect. And it does that all the time, even though it's not.
Yeah, right.
So, okay.
Technology.
Add another 5 seconds to retype the pin in. Here we go. What time are we up to now?
2:30.
Okay, so
2:40.
so this computer and this
Yep.
computer,
Yep.
they're ready to now load your program. So for instance, I'm gonna go over to this one and I'm gonna just click on Google. We'll pretend it's some software program. By the way, this is Wi-Fi. We have a reasonable speed. What time we going on?
3 minutes and 15 seconds.
Okay, so now this one should let me, and I'm going to see what this one does. Okay, here we go.
So 3 minutes and 31 seconds just to get that screen, the white screen. Another white screen.
Yep.
I'm not going to bother with the Mac.
So yeah, this is boring, but we're trying to prove you something. We'd have already been working by now. So this Google has loaded up, but obviously if you have a bunch of software apps and plugins from different recording programs, it's not going to be this fast.
Right.
It's going to take time. And depending on what you have, you could be there for 5 or 10 or who knows how many minutes while it loads. And then you still got to set up for recording. By the time you're even set up for recording, we've already recorded something. On this one here, we're still waiting for it.
Wow. Well,
what time are we going on?
4 minutes and 25 seconds.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to
close it up.
I'm just going to close this one down since I'm not going to be using it. And by the way, I'm going to make a quick note here. Here's the shutdown. So this is as fast. These, by the way, shut down very fast. We're going to be showing you that next.
Oh, yeah, for
Faster
sure.
than they start up. And then I'm going to shut this one down. Look, I've got a wait page unresponsive. Nice. Standard thing that happens with computers. Oh, there, finally. Google just showed up.
Yay.
So what's the time now?
5 minutes.
So this computer took 5 minutes till I could even start to use it.
Yeah.
Or set it up for anything. So I'll shut it down. Or this one shut down.
Yep.
And now I'm going to demonstrate shutting this stuff down.
Okay.
Okay. What I'm going to do
Take it.
is we don't have to save what we just did.
Nah.
So what I'm going to do here first is I'm going to take our recorder. The master recorder is off. It just shuts off instantly. This originally took 10 seconds to load. I'm about to hit the power button. This is how easy it is. It saves everything. Power off. Are you sure? Yes or no? I hit yes, and I'm going to start counting. 1 100, 2 100, 3 100, 4 100, 5 100. Less than 6 seconds. Now the
Yay.
console's shut down. It's going to save everything. I'm just going to turn the main power off, and here we go. Boom. And yes, you did hear a pop, and I told Nick leave the monitors on because I wanted to break your eardrums.
Yeah, okay.
So anyway, yeah, that's what you had.
Okay.
So
Thanks,
this
Steve.
It's it.
Have a good day.